Hello my friends, it's Danny, and today we are back with another Eat in a Day video, giving you a snapshot of some of my personal goals and daily meals. Now, I know it's not for everyone, and for many seasons it also was not for me, but as my kids have gotten a bit older and I find I have more time for myself, I've really been enjoying setting some fitness goals for myself and then being a bit more intentional with my nutrition to help support those goals. Now, just for perspective, I'm 50 years old and I have been working with a fitness coach with the intention of getting stronger and building more muscle. But we recently have entered a fat loss phase, and the goal here is to maintain the muscle that I have worked so hard to build while losing some of the body fat that came along with that journey. So my focus is still to be eating real whole foods. I am prioritizing protein, and I'm very intentional with fueling my workouts because I am in the gym 4 to 5 days per week. And for those of you who like numbers, I'm going to share the totals of this day at the end of the video. I'll let you know exactly how many calories and the protein and all of that if you're interested. If you're not, don't worry about it. But if you are, it'll be at the end of the video. But before we jump in, I just want to thank today's sponsor, LMNT. LMNT is a delicious, high quality, zero sugar electrolyte drink mix that was specifically designed for people living healthy, active, whole food lifestyles. And I'm going to share more on them in just a bit. Okay, so I always start my day with coffee. I feel like I have to include coffee because it's a very important part of my day. I usually have about 2 to 3 cups of black coffee in the morning, and I do really try to get 1 glass at least of water in before I drink my coffee. So a little trick that I do is I will actually pour a glass of water and leave it in my bathroom upstairs in the evening. This way when I wake up and I'm getting ready in the morning, I drink my water before I even come downstairs. Because once I get into the kitchen, nothing competes with coffee, including water. And I'm an early morning kind of girl. So I'm usually up between 4:30 and 5 a.m. So I am ready for my breakfast by 7:30. And if you follow me on Instagram, then you probably know the breakfast I'm about to share because I have been eating it on repeat for weeks. This is a egg white turkey avocado toast on sourdough, and it's so easy to make. So I start by mashing half of a small avocado, which is about 50 to 60 grams of avocado, on top of a slice of sourdough bread that I lightly toasted, okay? Then I top that with 2 slices of organic turkey breast that I just lightly heat up in a skillet. I just do that so that it's not cold. I just wanna warm it up a bit. So then I just layer that on top of my avocado toast, and then I scramble up some egg whites, just the same way if you were scrambling whole eggs. So I have about a little less than a cup of egg whites. It's about 200 grams. And I pour that into my pan and I season it with salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Let it set up, just move those around the pan until they're nice and fluffy and scrambled. And then I take this and I layer it right on top of that toast. So we've got the sourdough, the avocado, the turkey, and then the scrambled egg whites. Personally, I like a little bit of hot sauce over the top, and I serve that with some fresh berries on the side. This is such a simple meal. It is so delicious, and I'm telling you, I literally go to bed dreaming about this breakfast in the evening. It's that good. And just like that, I've already started my day with 35 grams of protein. And I usually eat this meal about an hour before I get to the gym. So it is perfect. Okay, so my second meal of the day is usually about 4 hours later, right? So I've already done a workout, I've done some errands, I've taken a shower, I've kind of got my day ready to roll. And then I have this meal, which is kind of like an early lunch / post-workout meal. Now, very often I will have some combination of chicken and rice for this meal, and this is mostly because my fitness coach is really a big fan of me having chicken and rice after a workout session. But do not worry, because I definitely add some clean and delicious flair to this, and I'm going to show you how to make something which can seem like really simple and boring and bland and turn it into like a party in a bowl. Now, because I'm a big meal prepper, I always have the base of this meal already cooked and ready to go, right? So I have a big bowl of rice that I made on the weekend, and then I have some balsamic grilled chicken breast, which, total side note, I have been on a mission to get really good at making chicken breast, both in the oven and on the grill. So I'm gonna continue to perfect that, but once I've got it down, I have to share some of my tips with you because I'm getting very good at this. Okay, so the first thing I do is I get my rice, which is about 100 grams, which is like a heaping half a cup of rice, and then about 4 ounces of chicken into the bowl. And the chicken, I just give it a rough chop like this, okay? Then I take a wet paper towel, I cover this container, and I pop this in the microwave just for like a minute or so to heat it up. While that's heating, I get all of the fun ingredients that's gonna add all of the volume and all of the flavor to this dish ready to go. So what I like to do is I take a small bowl, and in the base, I do a combination. I do a handful of fresh chopped romaine and then a handful of fresh chopped arugula. Not only are they both delicious, but they add a lot of volume and a lot of texture to the meal. Then I take my rice and my chicken that I heated up, I pour that over the greens, and then we're gonna top it with all of our flavors. So I do a couple tablespoons of pico de gallo, which you could of course make from scratch, and I will link a recipe for this, but I do often buy this pre-made at the grocery store. Then I have some fresh chopped pickled jalapenos, which have like a really nice tang and like a little bit of kick to them, and some fresh chopped pineapple. Very, very simple, but it adds so much flavor and so much texture. Then I gently mix this all together till I have all those ingredients combined, and like, look at this bowl. It looks like a giant bowl of food, but really it's just the chicken and rice, and then we add all the volume with those vegetables. So you see how easy that was to take some boring old chicken and rice and turn it into like a party in a bowl. And this is like a gigantic bowl of food. It looks like a ton of food, and I think a lot of you would be surprised to know that this entire meal is just under 400 calories, and it delivers over 40 grams of protein. So it's delicious, it's nutritious, it's balanced, and it will keep you satisfied for hours. Okay, so we've got 2 meals down and 2 to go, but first I want to share a bit more about my beloved sponsor, LMNT. Now, if you've been here for a while, you know that I genuinely love and use LMNT. They have been supporting our channel for years, and they are my favorite go-to electrolyte. I drink it pretty much every single day, which is why I was very excited when I saw the new flavor that they launched, which is a lemonade iced tea. It's light, it's refreshing, it's delicious, and honestly, I think it's my current favorite flavor, although it does rival the regular lemonade, but either way, we're actually not here to pick favorites. Each stick of the lemonade iced tea contains 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, 60 grams of magnesium, along with 50 grams of naturally occurring caffeine from the organic black tea. And other than it tasting absolutely delicious, what I've noticed is that it gives me a much steadier boost of energy than I get when I reach for my afternoon coffee. And you all know how much I love coffee. I mean, I'm very guilty in the afternoon. If I'm having a busy day and I'm feeling a little tired or fatigued, I will reach for that coffee to get that extra boost of energy. But the truth is, caffeine doesn't actually give us a boost of energy. It just blocks the signal that tells you that you're tired. So when it wears off, you feel that fatigue, and that's what we call the crash. But tea works differently. The caffeine from tea comes paired with L-theanine and polyphenols. So it gives you a smoother, more steady lift. So think less spike, less drop. Plus, it's going to support real hydration without any added sugars or artificial ingredients. I've mentioned it before, but when I drink LMNT, I literally feel like I can feel the hydration entering my cells. It's very different for me than just drinking plain water. I feel clear, I feel hydrated, I feel energized, and I feel focused. So I am a big fan. So if you would like to give them a try, LMNT is currently offering everybody in the Clean and Delicious community a free 8-count sample pack with all of their most popular flavors. That's 8 single-serving packets for free with any LMNT order. So if you wanted to try the lemonade iced tea, you would get 2 sticks each of the fan favorite flavors. So that's 8 sticks in total, and the flavors included are raspberry, citrus, lemonade, and watermelon. So you can grab that by visiting drinklmnt.com/Danny Spies, and you can only get that with my link. So I'm going to leave it for you down in the description box below. But just as a reminder, that's www.drinklmnt.com/Danny Spies. So the third meal that I'm eating usually happens somewhere around 2, 3 in the afternoon, and this is one of my favorite meals, although I will say that probably for every single meal I eat, because I really like eating and I really like my food. But this one is a Greek yogurt. I like to call it a dessert bowl because it literally tastes like dessert. So we're gonna start in a cup with basically a cup of Greek yogurt. I'm using a low-fat Greek yogurt, so it's the 2%, so it's super, super creamy. And cup is about 240 grams, so I just put it on the scale. It's just easier than scooping it into the cup and out of the cup and into the cup and out of the cup. Okay, so get your yogurt into your bowl, and then we'll move this along. And then here's what I do to make it taste like a little bowl of heaven, okay? So first I start with some cocoa powder. So it's gonna be like a rich chocolatey yogurt mousse. So you just need a tablespoon of a good unsweetened cocoa powder. You could also do cacao powder. I tend to like cocoa powder because I think it tastes a little bit more chocolatey. And then you want to sweeten this. Now, this my husband actually bought off of Amazon. It's basically like a stevia simple syrup. I'm a big fan. It's a little thicker. So I usually just give a nice hearty squish into the bowl. You could also do a monk fruit if you wanted a no calorie, no sugar option. If otherwise, you could also do like a little bit of maple syrup or a little bit of honey. Anything that you like to sweeten things up, okay? And then you are just literally going to stir until you have everything well combined. So basically until your Greek yogurt looks like rich, decadent, chocolate, fluffy, kind of like a mousse / pudding. I've also experimented, and I've seen people do before when they add a little bit of protein powder, right, to their yogurt. And that's another great option if you want something with even more protein. But Greek yogurt has a ton of protein, and with the little add-ins we're doing, this meal's still gonna hit 30 grams of protein. So I'm quite content with the cocoa powder. Okay, so you get that all mixed in. Let me show you what this looks like really quick. So you can see it's like very silky, very smooth. It's like a rich chocolatey mousse. Right, so that is the base. And honestly, this alone is so delicious. But this is also where you get to have some fun because you get to pick your toppings. Now I'm always mixing and matching. I play with different toppings, but this is my current obsession. I take a little hunk of frozen banana and I chop it up. And yes, you want it to be frozen because it has this like icy, creamy banana texture. Then I have about 50 grams of berries. I'm doing a mix of raspberries and blueberries. So good. Then some chopped nuts. Sometimes I do like an almond butter or like peanut butter. Today I'm doing some chopped cashews because that's what we have in the house, and cashews are so good. So this is an unsalted roasted cashew. But truly any nut, seed, nut butter you like would do. And then to really bring that dessert to the next level, I have just like a half a tablespoon of little mini chocolate chips. Like the littlest bit goes the longest way. And oh my gosh, please just look at this bowl and then tell me to my face that healthy eating isn't delicious. I mean, look at that. That is heaven in a bowl. And I'm telling you, you would never guess that this bowl has 30 grams of protein and 8 grams of fiber. So good. Okay, and then for my final meal of the day, I have been loving my burger bowl, which I actually shared with you all a few weeks back, and you all seem to love it as well. I'm gonna tell you, it's such a great recipe because it's very versatile and it's very family friendly. So if you're working on your own health, weight or fitness goals, this is the type of meal that you can enjoy yourself, everybody in your family is gonna love, and you're not gonna feel like you have to make a bunch of separate meals. So I start by layering some romaine in the bottom of a nice wide bowl. If you like volume, which I do, go big on the romaine. You can never have too much romaine. Then I layer in some cooked ground beef. This is about 3 ounces of ground beef. Now I always go for the 93.7 when it comes to ground beef, but keep in mind you could also do ground turkey or ground chicken here as well. And then from here, you're gonna add in your favorite burger toppings. And this is where you can have some fun, right? It's like a very flexible recipe. For me, must-have toppings on a burger include fresh chopped tomatoes. They need to be red and juicy and in season. Some fresh chopped up pickles, and then red onion, raw red onion. If you're not putting red onion on your burger, what are you even doing? I'm really not sure. Okay, but all joking aside, whatever you love on your burger, add it to the bowl. And you're gonna see it's just that easy, right? Such a simple assembly only type of meal. And then I love to finish it with my lightened up burger sauce, which might sound fancy, but it's actually very quick and easy to make. And it really pulls all of the flavors together. So I start by combining about a half a cup of Greek yogurt into a bowl. I add a few tablespoons of ketchup along with a couple tablespoons of pickle juice. This is gonna loosen the sauce a bit and it's gonna add a nice fun tang as well. Then I have a half a teaspoon each of smoked paprika, garlic powder, and onion powder, and then we'll finish that with a pinch of salt. Just whisk this all together and then you've got choices. You can either drizzle a little bit over the top and enjoy it that way, or if you're somebody who likes to dip, you can keep the sauce on the side and just dip and enjoy as you go. This one is so good. It's like a deconstructed burger. Think like burger and fries, but leveled up. And this whole entire bowl delivers 35 grams of protein and 8 grams of fiber. So satisfying. And as promised, for those of you who like numbers, or if you are also somebody who's trying to be a little bit more like specific and intentional with your nutrition right now, this entire day of eating came to 1,600 calories, 145 grams of protein, 45 grams of fat, and 160 grams of carbohydrates. And what I really want you to see is, one, how much food you can actually eat and how delicious your food can be when you keep things clean and delicious. I promise you, eating well, healthy eating does not need to be boring. You just gotta bring a little bit of fun and a little bit of flair into the kitchen. So as always, I would love to hear from you. Are you working on any goals right now? Do you have any health, weight, and or fitness goals? Are you just trying to make some healthy, delicious food for you and your family? Come on down to the comment section below and let me know. And if you have any recipes or tips that you've been loving, I would also love to hear about them because we are always learning from one another. Once again, thanks to LMNT for sponsoring this video. If you guys want to check them out, I've got all the info for you down in the description box below. And if you enjoy easy, healthy eating inspiration just like this, then make sure to check this video out next. Cheers!